Hey everyone, we are here in the kitchen with Abingdon Olive Oil Company, Casey St. Louis, and Gage Summers. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
We always
Happy
love
to be
being
here.
You know it.
I know. So we are full into spring, and I love Easter. It's one of my favorite holidays, and as you can tell, this is a very much Easter themed. But before we get talking about some of those great recipes, we have to talk about a really fun event that's happening that you have kind of taken on at the store as well. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, Barter Theater. Madam Buttermilk is back on the stage. It was part of the Appalachian Playwright Festival. When Barter every year has their festival, playwrights from all over the country send in plays, and then they get to they narrow it down from hundreds down to 4, and then they'll do the actors will do a reading, the playwrights are there, they do a talk back, and the playwright continues to work on it, and then ultimately it's narrowed down to 1. Last year Madam Buttermilk was on stage too, and it was so funny. I think I'm pretty much responsible for selling out the house every night, because we talked about it all the time in the shop, and we love to talk about the different things that Barter is doing in the shop. So in honor of it being back on the stage, I decided to do a Butter Your Biscuit sale. And so it's butter olive oil, which is one of our most popular olive oils, 2 butter olive oils, and then the maple dark balsamic that you can add to that if you want to. You can get that for $10 more. So anyway, that's what we're kind of focusing on. So I made olive oil cake today out of the butter olive oil.
And some people may think olive oil cake.
Right.
But it's delicious.
It's absolutely delicious, especially with just plain extra virgin olive oil. It kind of takes on a fruitiness, but it's especially moist when you make the olive oil cake. Any of our olive oils you could use for this, from the savory to the blood orange or lemon, and I'll probably do lemon when we have our lemon blueberry special. I did bring some coconut balsamic for you to drizzle today.
Because you know I love the coconut. Yes, that is my favorite.
But along with that is our Easter special, which is the dill olive oil and the Sicilian lemon balsamic.
So, and I will say, I remember last time when you guys came on for Easter, you made a salmon with the dill, and that was delicious.
So
I still talk about it to this day. I really do.
Awesome.
So good, so easy peasy to do that. Yeah, I thought about maybe doing that again, but you know we like to change it up.
But you guys have so many recipes in your little brain of yours that you need to share it with us too, because there's some great ones. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And so you have. So what do you
just
have right
a simple reduction of the Sicilian lemon balsamic that we're going to drizzle over that. I'm going to let you taste it because it's so nice and light and vibrant. And literally, you just put it on the stove in a pan on super low heat and just let it reduce down to become this syrupy kind of yumminess.
Oh my gosh, and it's thicker too, and that's what it means when you when you reduce it down, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so then you top it with some nuts as well.
Some pecans in this case.
That sounds delicious.
We'll play with that and do a lot of different things. You know I like parchment paper. I talk about it all the time. It's my favorite friend. So in this case, I put the parchment paper right there in the pan, and then when it's done, you can just kind of pull it out like this.
Makes it very easy.
And set it right on your plate. And then see, it makes these, I think Curtis is going to zoom in for me, it makes this really neat little pattern that goes around that.
Kind
I dropped
wavy.
the cake, but I'm going to confection your sugar up. So
that's okay. No one would ever know. No one would ever know.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do in a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
and
I will
say the wavy edge, kind of scalloped edge, is very spring-like as well.
Isn't that fun? Yeah. So
I love that.
And then Gage made some eggs, and he can take it away, Gage.
Yeah, well, and when we come back, we can talk about more about the eggs. Unfortunately, we're out of time right now, but I'm excited to hear about all these delicious recipes.
Awesome.
It looks awesome, especially for Easter right around the corner. Make sure you stop by Abingdon Olive Oil Company. They're in Abingdon and in Kingsport. You want to take advantage of this awesome sale right now. Make sure you head there, or you can go online, abingdonoliveoilco.com. All right, we are back here in the kitchen with Casey and Gage, and so we were talking about the cake earlier. So now, Gage, I want to focus over here on something a little bit more savory.
Yes.
The eggs, which is such an important part, especially with Easter.
Yeah, well, pickled eggs, I was like, whoa, this is kind of adventurous. It's kind of stepping out of my comfort zone.
I
Not
wish
everybody
Chris was
does
here 'cause he
pickled
loves
eggs.
pickled eggs.
You know, lots of guys love them. They're a great bar snack, but they're also a great way to use up your kids' Easter eggs. If you guys color eggs the day before and you've got a ton of, just leftover hard-boiled eggs. This is a great way to use those up and keep them lasting in the fridge for up to 2 weeks, and you can keep on using them on salads. So what I've done here is I've pickled eggs 3 ways.
I love that idea, using them on salads.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just eating this whole, of course, it's great by itself, but putting this on a really nice salad is where you're gonna shine. So here we've got 3 different kind of flavors here. This is going to be like your honey mustard. This has some of our Sicilian lemon balsamic, and then so your typical pickling recipe is really easy. It's 1 cup water to 1 cup vinegar, which I used half a cup of balsamic and half a cup of distilled, and then 1 cup of just sugar, plain white sugar. You can cut that a little bit. You don't need as much sweetness. If you're using our balsamics, they're already sweet enough. So what I did really was just add a little bit more Sicilian lemon because we love it so much. So we've got the honey mustard. We've got, this is actually the beet. So we've cooked beets.
Which is the traditional one, right?
Yeah, this is like your traditional one. It gives you that really nice dark red color that you're looking for. And then we also went a little bit further and tried to do some cabbage. Now you can see here on these just regular eggs, the outside of the shell has turned blue, but when I added the vinegar to that red cabbage, it turned my eggs a really nice kind of lavender purple. So that's a really cool
Easter
flavor.
color.
Exactly. So the beets are going to have just like your regular pickle. We've got the honey mustard, and then we've got one that has a little bit of that Italian flavor. So what we've done here is just cut those up, put them over some really nice butter lettuce, and you see that I cooked some of these onions along with that. Basically the pickle. It adds that same color to whatever you're cooking. So you want to save those onions, use them throughout the week, add your cheese, add a little bit of that pickled beet on top, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
And what's great too is you have something, you know, like butter lettuce, like a salad, and you can really add so much flavor with that as well.
Exactly.
And then
look, and he makes a good point. The pickled onions and the pickled beets in there are so good for other things, you know, to utilize later for other things. Not only do they make really super cool looking eggs, and you can crack those shells and it'll come out to be a crackle kind of surface to it.
I love that.
The kids will like to do.
Right.
But pickled beets, pickled onions, you know, delicious too.
And before we go, what did you just drizzle on top of there?
So we just did a drizzle. The wild fern leaf dill and the Sicilian lemon is our special for Easter coming up. We're going to have them in our grab-and-go bags. As you can see over here, we'll have them ready to go when you come in. And I just made a quick little dressing with some of our original blend seasoning, some of the wild fern leaf dill oil, and the Sicilian lemon just to finish it all up. So we keep the same flavors.
Sounds so good. Well, when we come back, we will do a little taste testing. Thank you all so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, they have their Easter special going on and the Miss Buttermilk special as well.
Butter your biscuits.
Butter your biscuit special as well. It's happening all at Abingdon Olive Oil Company, located in Abingdon and in Kingsport. You can go online as well, abingdonoliveoilco.com.